Terrible Warriors is funded by supporters on Patreon at patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Thank you for supporting us any way you can. It's through your support, this community, that the Terrible Warriors exists. Today, on the Terrible Warriors, we return to the Unknown Armies campaign by Derek the Bard and Edmonton Crew. This is part 3 of a film by Alan Smithy. This carnival is no laughing matter. No, it's a deadly game of cat and mouse. And our Terrible Warriors, they have an awful fondness for cheese.
Hey, welcome back, Terrible listeners. This is Derek the Bard from the Edmonton Crew. And I'm joined with...
Will Mitchell.
Fitzgerald. Cameron Dunn.
And boy, howdy did things get tense at the end of the last Unknown Armies game.
I didn't like it.
Yep.
Incidentally, you can just smell it in the air as it happens,
It's
Will.
definitely blood, isn't it?
Well, you don't just smell blood, you smell rotten meat in the air.
Oh. That's fucked up.
It's a zombie. Do you text us? Do you
Do you turn the flashlight back on?
I think I'm gonna react to the spray of probably.
Oh yeah, give me a violence.
Thank you.
Give me a. Let's go with once again. Roll that fitness.
Try to not vomit, roll.
Come on, fitness. Fuck you, dice 87.
Okay. How do you react to this failed check? Do you flee? Are you paralyzed, or do you frenzy?
It's because it's such a great horror cliche, and I have a flashlight. I definitely paralyze, but in the I'm transfixed, paralyzed.
Yeah,
right? I can definitely
you can
I can definitely
scream and you can mumble incoherently. Those are the only actions you can take until you get away from the stress, which means that at the moment
I'm not going nowhere. But can I, in my terror, slowly turn the flashlight beam to the thing?
You don't see the thing. The thing's not here.
Okay.
That would
Damn
also be like a cliche.
I know. I just think it'd be cool to do. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna. I guess he's just gonna scream.
All right. You guys are just over in the truck, and you hear the shrill, girlish scream that you have tended to associate with the mighty Bragaccio when he feels great terror.
Chuck perks up his head and he's like, "Someone's in trouble!" Runs right.
Oh my god! Give me an Avatar check.
That's pretty goddamn cliche.
It's also pretty Avatar.
69.
No, that's gonna fail no matter what you do.
No!
Okie dokie.
I fall in the mud like a fool.
No, you don't fall in the mud.
Okay.
You run over.
You just go there too late.
No, I was actually looking to test on one of your powers.
Oh, okay.
One of your channels.
And flip-flopping it would make no sense.
Flip-flopping it at 69 would not help you in the slightest.
Damn it all.
Yeah, no, if you'd gone... if you hadn't gone if you'd gone 50-70, you would have been good. But unfortunately, at 69, there ain't nothing you can do. So... you run on over. It takes you to a minute of stumbling around in the dark.
Yeah.
Does one of you have a flashlight?
I ran before I was thinking.
Yeah, I'd have a flashlight on my camera.
Of course you're filming this.
Of course I am.
You are like a mixture of a cinemamancer and a camera turgist or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
The paparazzi thing.
Yeah.
And you run over, and you find Bragg, and he's screaming.
He's screaming and retching.
And he's flipping the fuck out, and there's a dead body. Both your violence triggers, though, are hardened enough that just seeing a dead body, not actually seeing it happen, you're both good.
I'm gonna...
Did you mark down another violence failed?
Wait. I would recognize the ossified man.
Yep.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, holy shit, what was Ozzy doing here?
He's still flipping the fuck out.
Okay, he's flipping out.
I'm just
okay. You're able to bring him back to his senses.
Because this is clearly bugging him. So let's get him clear of this.
What happened, man?
I was walking and I was having a smoke and a drink and I saw somebody running and I put my phone on him and it was Ozzy. And he was supposed to be in the hospital in Fort Lauderdale. Last I knew.
Did you kill him?
No, I was trying to get him out of the truck, out of the wheel well.
Are you shining the light over there, Shane?
Yeah, I'll shine the light over.
Okay, well, you're filming the body.
Yeah.
He has a lot of, looks like old, not even old, like half-healed cuts and stuff on him.
Okay.
And his throat is just straight up and taken out.
And now that you're filming it,
And something moved, and then I felt the spray, and I knew it was blood.
You smell that rotten meat smell around him. It's not coming from him.
Yeah, and something stank. And he like sags a little and gets kind of woozy.
Yeah. And then,
What the hell, man? What the hell, guys?
okay, well, what do we have to do? This
Well,
hide the body.
no.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
Well, you were screaming and no lights are turned on.
Yeah, and then that's what's kind of dawning on Bragg. He's like, whoa, where's the security? I was hollering very good. He sort of tries to regain his composure a little bit and picks up his hat off the ground because I imagine the retching it fell off.
It's got a little bit of vomit on the side of it. It fell slightly off side of the pool.
Not the first time. That's there should be security, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right. Jake, how about you get footage of all this?
Yeah.
Of course, you're already recording. Great. We're not going to mess with this obvious crime scene, and when we are leaving it to get to our own safety.
Back to the truck.
Yes. And this is the second time today that somebody has died around.
You
Bragg.
got 2 violence checks in one day.
He's not okay with this. We're gonna head back to the truck.
Bet you're wishing you'd mark down more hardened checks now, don't you, Will?
No, this is fun.
Does security have like a number I can contact them with? Or?
You didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, I know there probably is one in the email.
We've definitely hit our people are dead, getting the van quota for the day.
Well, I think that's just it. So Bragg takes a moment. We are gonna go back. But you smell that? We're gonna go back following that smell.
We have to tell somebody about the body.
Yeah. We're gonna do that when we get back to the van. Gentlemen, all right?
I'm just kind of in shock right now.
I mean,
So,
I got my
like,
phone here. We can do it right now if we want.
So,
But whatever did this is still around here, and I'd really much rather we did it back in the
true,
van.
because we'll have to wait around.
But I also don't
Call
want
somebody.
it to get away. And if you smell that isn't right.
Shall we follow
the whole
wafted
time Jake's
meat
just
smell?
giving him an "Are you serious?" look, because he's like, "This is textbook right now."
Listen, this day has gone from bullshit and then gotten worse.
Actually, this is textbook. Give me a cinemamancy check.
And it has gone from
21.
bullshit to
Exactly.
Awesome. That succeeds either way. Yeah. This is cliche. Oh my god, this is... And you start thinking about it, and 2 thoughts go through your
This
head.
has been like
One,
this has been like directly
You are
one cliche after
in
another.
the middle of a cliche right now, which means you have to steer into the skid. 2, you're in the middle of a cliche right now that seems almost engineered to be a cliche.
You are near someone.
And you actually but be aware now, Shane,
If you do
because
a
you're in the
con,
middle of a cliche,
You
have to act into it, otherwise you'll lose your charges.
So to the funhouse then? We are in an abandoned carnival at night.
Fine. Maybe there's someone there I can beat the crap out of for this.
Maybe there's someone there who can help.
Maybe there's someone there who can help.
Okay, so not follow the meat smell.
No, I think in light of Jake's very excellent premonition, I think we should go back to the truck and then go to the funhouse.
Yeah, get a gear.
Get my knives, get the whip,
Yes.
Good call.
maybe some fire
Agreed.
sticks. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so you're going for the gearing up cliche now.
We're now going for the gearing up cliche.
Lock and load.
Walking in the
Cliche Jake can get behind at this point.
And then we have to walk away from the truck in slow mo, or
No, wait, that's for the explosion.
yeah.
So yeah, gonna go grab my throwing knives. Gonna get some of the juggling clubs that I can light on fire. Get a little bit of kerosene from the fire breathing act. Get one of my fire whips. Ready to rock. Let's do this.
I'm
What do you
gonna
guys
get one
get?
of my like ridiculously sized weights.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
huge trapezoidal
Yeah.
waves.
Except that most of those are just made of foam.
I'm still gonna rep.
No, his isn't.
I assume
You
that
probably
I
got
would have.
an actual.
He's got like actual.
I'd
something.
imagine.
Probably some actual kettlebells.
You,
at least.
yeah, no, you probably got like a big stick or something like that you can actually use as a weapon.
Yeah.
And yes, Shane, you have the one actual gun in amongst the 3 prop guns
Yep.
that you stuff into the back of your belt.
And just out of curiosity,
Don't
since I've
accept the
got
bullets,
since I've
please.
got build and repair electrical devices, will they have some kind of taser as well?
I'm gonna say no.
Could have a joy buzzer, but
No shout out.
wouldn't be lethal.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's.
For those familiar with Terrible Warriors, Connell is our resident taser face. Except with actual tasers. It does
No,
not-
they actually named one of their Apocalypse World NPCs Taserface.
Beautiful.
After
Before
Guardian-
or after?
After Guardians of the Galaxy
That-
Volume 2.
Definitely sounds like a Mad Max villain, yeah.
Yeah.
Except in Connell's case, it is not metaphorical.
He actually shoots tasers out of his face.
That was how it
That
should
is
have ended
something.
for Guardians 2.
Nice.
It's like, why do you call himself Taserface? Taserface's face opens up and it shoots tasers into Rocket.
Would've been great.
That's why I call myself Taserface.
It's
been funny.
not metaphorical.
Anyway.
And then,
Anywho.
the greatest song cover ever. Watch out, here comes my air!
Yeah.
I actually bought that on Google Play.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
So yeah, gonna make our way to the funhouse, because if this is in fact some sort of cliche trap, and this is being an abandoned fair, we're gonna end up at the funhouse, at least for part of this.
Chuck's doing some like stick tricks.
Nice.
Okay.
Stuff look cool.
well, it's empty inside. The fair is only partially set up.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of it's still folded up, but
Yeah.
straight to the House of Mirrors then?
Yeah.
I don't know about this. No.
No, you're actually like, oh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. Yeah, so
Right,
do we,
Scooby,
first
we're
off, do we,
dealing with one
as
son
on our
of a
way there,
bitch.
do we come into that stink at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is it leading there? Is it getting stronger as we
Yep.
head that way? Of course it is.
Your idea.
My idea.
And you could see the footprints in the
literally,
ground.
your idea.
Like, there actually aren't that many footprints. There are far less footprints than you would expect for a fairground being set up.
Yeah.
There's definite tracks running away from the funhouse, though.
They're running away.
Even gate?
No.
Of course not. It's obviously too foggy, misty / light rainy for there to be any blood. That's obvious. Or maybe there is just a little flashlight on the grass /
No.
dirt. No, of course not.
Let's go in, fellas.
Listen, if the things you've been talking about are true, we would have found our way here anyways. Although I suppose we can test that, can't we? You have to, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
What happens if you don't?
I lose my
would
energy towards casting these crazy spells that you guys love so much.
That is not how I feel about them. But I admit they're useful. Let's not fight this.
Are we gonna run into like an Enter the Dragon style thing where the bad guy's showing up in all the mirrors?
Well, we are now.
With our luck, it'd be more like No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the House of Mirrors. Now, do I recognize this House of Mirrors? Like, do I know which model House of Mirrors
Yeah.
this is?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You want to make a roll to be able to navigate through all
I
the...
want a roll to be able to just navigate through it.
It's like, this is setup C.
Yeah, 68. Oh, yeah, it's configuration C.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. The,
But Shane, you like the cliche states that you have to wander through it.
Yeah.
But that is definitely not Bragg's intention. The rotating hallway on this, it's too expensive though. It takes a lot of oil. Gotta keep it lubed. Anyways, light up a cigarette. Let's go.
Jeez.
Chuck is like just like fascinated by this knowledge. He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Completely sidetracked.
Yeah, D's much better. It's got a topsy-turvy hallway. Much more efficient. Got one central shaft. Anyways.
Of course, as you step inside, the lights come on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rolling lights.
All right. Don't hear a Jensen. Great.
What's a Jensen?
A generator.
Okay.
I mean, that would start up if it had the tunnel, right?
Well, you'd hear the.
And then, of course, the music starts off. And
Did I ever tell you that my college band, we named ourselves Calliope?
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna make my way through it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of go
Thinking of the layout. Okay, first check the operator booth.
Nobody's there.
Nobody's there. Any blood? Any
Nope.
signs of forced entry or nothing? Okay.
I'm definitely going stick first
Yeah.
because
And then thinking of
Casimir.
sort of picturing the maze in my head. Where's the middle of it?
Go that way, then go that way, then.
Yeah, to the left and the right, and then the left, and then 2 more rights.
You guys are going through this. Meanwhile, Jake over here are you essentially just trying to seem like you're wandering while obviously purposefully going in towards the center of the maze?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing that he kind of knows where we're going.
In accordance with
Well,
the bullshit.
Just going.
No,
He's naturally going that way.
Well, no, it's more that he is able to direct the wander enough without breaking the cliche.
Okay.
So long as he's going towards the center of the maze.
And so Bragg doesn't bother telling him the way to go. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
It's not that he supernaturally knows the way. It's that he knows that you know the way. So if he just follows you,
He just stumbles along behind me.
Exactly.
Nice. All right. So yeah, lead the way towards the center. Just have some palm some knives ready to
stick
throw.
out, hitting the walls. Just
And it sinks in here.
Sure.
Yep. It's obvious that someone's been chained in here.
Oh, so like body odor and
Yeah,
like
and the
waste
rotten meat
and the rotten meat. Okay.
It's not coming from any kind of meat that you can see.
Yeah.
And in the center of all this is a television.
Great.
It's got
would
a
you like to
chair
play
in
a
front
game?
of it. And it's got an old, 8mm camera, like a Super 8 camera, set up on a tripod, facing the chair and the television.
I believe.
Can you even buy those tapes anymore?
No, they're pretty expensive. I believe this is.
And it's an old CRT, obviously.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Well, it's like a wooden.
Your area of expertise.
Okay, so what does Jake
Now,
make of this?
entering into the middle, you are now free of the cliche of having to wander into the maze.
Okay.
Well, there may be a new cliche.
Definitely.
you have
a
to
new
sit and watch.
cliche.
Give me give me a failed film student check.
All right.
There is definitely something.
Yeah, if you didn't finish the video all the way through.
That fell right into my rolled up pant leg.
Okay, I'll roll again.
There's definitely a student art film quality to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64 is a fail.
Now there's no blood or anything around here, or said chains you.
Then I'm actually also gonna give it over to your adept skill as well. There's something you're not going to notice, but there's something that your adept skill does notice.
Okay.
This is obviously a ritual setup. You are in the middle of some kind of ritual setup.
Yeah.
And as you get near the TV turns on. Yep, bing, and it tracking rolls a little bit.
Oh my god!
And it starts with the 5 words, Jake, that probably cause you the most anger in your existence. A film by Alan Smithy.
What happens if I take out the tape?
What
The
tape?
tape's not even in.
What
it's
tape?
not-
Yeah.
So I
Like the
tapes.
player is there, and there's a
Okay.
tape in it, but it's not even closed, and it's not hooked up to anything, and there's no power cords.
madness. What's on the tape?
What's on the tape is
What's on the tape?
The state trooper, not dressed as a state trooper.
Of course.
Um,
Oh, that's great.
Hello. I suppose you're wondering why you are here.
Oh. You get a ding for that?
Have you ever asked yourself the question, what could possibly go wrong? I know that I have many times. But I also know that other people have as well. And that sometimes when they ask that question, something terrible happens. And that something terrible has many useful properties to me. And that's why you're here. That something needs food.
Son of a bitch.
Would you like to play a game?
Jigsaw.
You.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop watching the film and just like put my back to Chuck's and just like look at the mirrors.
For the record, is this Alan Smithy?
You don't know. You've never met Alan
never met the
Smithy
guy.
before.
Also-
You've just seen his like really auteur art films.
Okay.
I'm gonna start talking to the TV.
I thought that-
What's after
okay.
us? What needs to eat?
Remember, the mentorship that you take out of him is found by finding like the little cinematographic cues that he's just left lying around the place.
Yeah.
Which over time you've kind of begun to associate the guy leaves cinematic landmines lying around, primed and ready to set people into specific patterns of his shitty ass movies. Probably from your experience, so he can draw charges out of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he sets them up to do it, people fall into it, and he doesn't have to even be there.
Yeah.
Okay, because
He just has to.
I was just going to say that I've decided that as far as appearance goes, Alan Smithy looks like an evil Lloyd Kaufman.
I like
does now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Like, instead of his hair being all like Jew curly, it's slicked back.
Yeah.
No, it's curly. It's naturally curly. He just slicks it back sometimes with magic.
Yeah.
So I talked
right.
to the TV as a talking back.
This is
Nope.
not.
No,
This is
I'm
not
gonna
your
smack it and
Uncle
be like,
Lloyd.
Talk to me.
This is not your Uncle Lloydie talking. This is your Uncle Alan. Your Uncle Alan doesn't care whether you live or die. Your Uncle Alan just wants you for grist for the mill of his magic.
I grist from the mill. Bragg kind of just like
Well,
twitches.
he doesn't
a little.
refer to himself. That was
Yeah.
mostly me talking on
sorry.
it. But I'm very sad to say that you are unfortunately. I'm now changing my voice a bit for this. That you are now unfortunately grist for the mill. But if you can survive the game, you can survive the night.
I have no time for games.
So do we have any indication what the game is?
Well, I suppose you should have some rules. Every game needs rules. And if you follow the rules, you can win the game. And if you win the game, you win your freedom and your survival.
Yeah.
This is the carnival. The Shrub County Fair hasn't been in operation since 1974. Shrub
Wait.
County mysteriously vanished from the map.
So we're not getting paid?
I think that's the least of our worries right now, Chuck.
Oh.
You are not the first people to be here. You are probably not going to be the last people to be here. If you can follow through the fairground and make sure that you stay in the light, you will survive. You have to survive till morning.
All right. And then we start to
Have fun, and thanks for playing.
and we hear the
No, and then you the machine has a very different
And then like
of a
burns
tape
up.
of a tape. Yeah, then like the film burn.
I pick up the TV and throw it. I'm just like, what the?
Okay, yeah, you toss it around.
Do I hit one of the mirrors? Does it shatter?
No, these are steel. They don't shatter.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
no, it dents it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm kind of hazy on what exactly is like the whole like thing behind cast rituals.
Okay, so ritual magic is you don't necessarily put together rituals yourself. You generally tend to find them having been created by occultists of the past. As an adept, you don't need them. You don't need rituals and you don't need gutter magic. You have your actual honest to goodness, snap your fingers, say I do believe in fairies, and shit gets real magic.
Okay.
But being skilled in that practice and in that discipline means that you are well trained in the casting of other kinds of magic, of the magic that regular people have to do if they're not adepts, if they're not avatars. Your studies into the occult that have brought you to where you are today have taught you that kind of shit. And that kind of magic, that kind of ritual magic, is stuff like if you take an orange and stud it with cloves and mix it with a specific specific herbs in a specific quantity under the light of the full moon on a warm night in August. For the next year, that orange, if worn around your neck, will protect you from disease and make you smell precisely 1/3 better than you smelled before. And that's an actual ritual out of the book.
Okay, fuck that.
Hey man, it has plus 20% to your fitness checks to resist disease.
That's pretty amazing.
These oranges.
I mean,
It's all in... Because I've been speaking a lot with this game about the first 2 books, about play and run. I haven't been speaking a lot about reveal.
yeah.
Which is the A to Z of all of weirdness. Not even all the weirdness, just some of the weirdness of this game.
The stuff that happens to have a letter associated with it. Amazing.
The demagogue.
There's a ritual called the Devil's Game where you can actually summon the devil.
Let's summon the devil.
I think we should focus on escaping out of this.
It's not December, you can't summon the devil
can
right
help
now.
us.
He could, wrong time of year.
Just gotta, bargain with him, play the fiddle.
Alright, so he said we need to stay within the light. The thing attacked when I turned off the flashlight on my phone. Trying to get Ozzy out. So we need to stay within the light.
Okay.
I imagine...
Incidentally, I'm just realizing that this son of a bitch is basically pulling an Uwe Boll on Alan Wake.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I love it. What is the time in game?
It's about 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, and we can
You
expect
probably got about 3, 4... You probably got about 4 hours.
4 hours to be
We
confidently
will,
have sun up.
Alone in the dark.
Yeah. Remember, Shane, good artist Burrow, great artist Steele.
That's right. So... Well, I'm going to stay here until the lights go off.
The lights are going off.
Of course, now I assume from the outside into us.
I did not
Yeah.
bring a flashlight.
So here's what I'm thinking. 1, we got lights in the van.
Yes, we do.
2, if we can find a generator, I can probably get that thing up and running.
Yes, you could. And there are plenty of generators here.
Right?
Or we could, jack energy from another car around.
I saw a sizzler
Now,
just down on the end of the road.
Here's the thing, though. Technically speaking, there's probably generators closer to us than the van is closer to us right now.
Absolutely.
However, we know exactly where the van is. We don't know where the generators are.
Oh, we totally know where the generators are.
They,
Okay.
The thing is, we may not have access to them because they're probably still locked up.
That's true. Yeah.
But as I was saying, there is a sizzler down on the end. Plenty of external lights. It's also got floods on it. Do we want to try getting access to its generator, or should we go straight to the truck? I'm open to options, gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna just turn on the flashlight on the phone.
well, if it is a...
Lights turn off.
If it is
Lights
a
turn
fair,
off. Lights turn off.
Let's get
Lights
moving.
turn off.
You,
Lights
Gonna
turn
stay in
off.
the light as much as we can.
Okay, any flashlights we have on us from our
Well,
phones,
'cause-
from our camera, anything.
You know what? I'm going to go back to Blades in the Dark. I'm going to steal something there. I'm going to start a clock.
Yeah,
The,
tick tick.
fair
boy.
probably has portable lighting, which might have generators.
Lights
attached
go
to it.
off.
Yeah, I mean,
Lights
all
go
these
off.
rides gonna have generators.
Lights
Yes,
go
yeah.
off.
Okay, gonna keep moving.
But I'm just saying they
Yep.
should be
Got my
plentiful
flashlight
because
on.
of carnival.
So you got your flashlight on. Jake has the light on his camera on.
Yeah.
A gold mistake.
You're both going to run low on power pretty
we only
quick.
have so
yeah.
much time. Yeah.
And if you're planning on staying in the light, you've got 2 beams of light to go with.
Yes, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it?
And as you exit the funhouse, you can see a light go on for the partially put together Ferris wheel. Holy shit, that thing is old and rickety looking. It's got cobwebs hanging off of it.
Would have noticed that if. All right. But there's a light on it, eh?
There are lights on now.
Well, obviously that's where we're going.
Okay. Let's.
But wouldn't that be too obvious?
That's
for us
taking you
to
away
go?
from the truck.
Yeah, I think that's his trap.
I mean, it's obviously a trap. There's no question it's a trap.
Yeah.
But consider we have to follow a cliche. We have to go investigate.
We do need to go investigate the trap. Is kind of a cliche.
Oh,
Shall we?
Boys,
With
let's
the
head
cliche,
out.
I'm stuck. So.
Yeah.
Yep. You go towards the Ferris
Make our way
wheel.
to the creepy abandoned Ferris wheel.
Yep. And as you get to the Ferris wheel, one of the speakers that the music would normally be pumped out of pumps out very tinny voice of Alan Smithy.
Yeah.
Nicknamed the Murder Wheel, This Ferris wheel had 4 people murdered in its topmost gondola in 1963. It is said to be haunted by the ghosts of the deceased, who were all members of the same mafia family.
You are slowly turning into Gilbert Gottfried.
Eventually, by the end of this game, you will all be saved by crazy Bob Kaplansky and his Ghostbusters.
That would probably actually help.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in Slappy World right now.
Yeah. So I think he's just going to give us this little tour of the place.
That's
Yeah,
what it
let's,
seems
I mean,
like, yeah.
might as well follow and see what we're dealing with.
Well, hey, we have some light for now.
The lights on the Ferris wheel begin going out one by one.
Okay, what are the neighboring rides?
You got a partially constructed tilt-a-whirl.
Shit, it doesn't have much lights.
You have
Like the teacups.
Yeah.
like the basic building for a freak show.
Of course. It's like a tent.
Yep. And what do you guys got for helplessness?
I'm pretty helpful.
I'm gonna go with Cam and Will. Give me a helplessness 4 check. You're good, Cam.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Will!
I just cannot roll fitness to save my life. This dice has rolled nothing
Use
but
the
9s.
strange dice for me.
Papa Nurgle hates me.
Oh my God, he kind of does.
I got a 64 on a slight.
Wow, I'm
less
rolling
low
really
dice.
well with this green die.
That
though.
green dice is crazy, man.
Stop putting dice in your microwave.
Apparently, this is what happened. Apparently, this die has been blessed to the spirit of Alan Smithy.
Yeah. I got a 64, which is still 4 above my fucking fitness, because I can't roll fitness to save my life.
Take a
Literally.
helplessness.
No, Fallon Smith was
Failure.
rolling a dice.
There
It
it
was
is.
roll for like a whole minute in slow motion.
Yeah, whereas Cam, you're good. Mark another hardened.
Oh no.
And sort of it's the overall helplessness of this scenario. Flee, paralysis, or frenzy. Will.
I think I'm going to frenzy my way into the
You got to attack the thing you're afraid of. The thing that is making you feel totally helpless. Which is unfortunately a voice on a speaker, which means you may just start beating. You grab like a crowbar and you start
I'm
beating the
just gonna lose.
speaker.
Yeah. Well,
As the lights are slowly going
he's gonna
off.
pull
around
the
Ferris
lever
wheel.
out from the clutch of the thing and just fucking give it. Stupid! Ugh, we're supposed to be getting a new gig!
Calm down.
Lights going out.
Jake's cool
Lights
with it
going
because he's
out.
basically doing what
Lights
Jake's
going
thinking.
out.
We gotta
Going
move.
out.
Yeah, we get
Creepy
moved.
Ferris wheel music starts playing.
Of course it does.
Yeah. I even did a cover of this tune! Smash! Smash!
I'm good though.
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's Jake over here who has said his helplessness hardened in the past by things like watching his friends get attacked by a cinema magic deadite and
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, because
Somebody to snap me out of my rage.
the flashlight on the camera only works when the camera's on, so we figured to hell with it. He's just recording everything.
Of course.
of course you are.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna poke him with my stick. Maybe he'll go out of his crazy frenzy.
You gotta slap him across the face. You're like, get the fuck a hold of yourself.
Sorry. Sorry, my friends.
We have a job to do. Not
I know. Okay,
beaten by this Alan Smith.
let's just get
You
some
guys
lights
have
that-
like 2 lights left on the Ferris wheel.
Let's just get some lights that we can control. Flashlight's
Yeah.
back on.
I don't know if we can control them.
So,
Where are you running?
What's the closest place?
Just to the tilt-a-whirl.
Tilt-a-whirl.
yeah, it's gonna have some light, not much, but some. Go to there, follow where they were doing the power setup, and see if we can get the power running.
Sure. Shane, you want to give me an electrical check from that cinematography student thing?
Okay. Ugh. 93.
Oh.
That
That
will
was
not do
shit.
it.
That is, and you can't flip that one.
No.
Would this play into any of
Wait.
your passions? I mean, this guy's giving himself accolades, essentially, in his...
Yeah.
as you get over to the tilt-a-whirl. This tilt-a-whirl is a traditional model from 1935.
It's just like
That's not true. This paint job's from 37.
What is not traditional about this tilt-a-whirl is that one of its ride operators was crushed inside the machinery before it was decommissioned in 1937.
Oh, you shut the fuck up, you monotone prick!
Just focus on the words. Focus on the words.
Do you want to invoke your rage passion?
Hell
Shane?
yes!
You flip-flop. You start following the power as you are literally you are focusing in by blocking out this asshole. And you follow the power to where the generator is. And it is an old generator, but you might be able to get it up and running. You just need some time.
Right.
Which is what you do not have right now.
Yeah.
Unless you can maybe get these guys to turn the lights on you. But that means where's the light on them?
I got an idea. I did mention I brought a fire whip. I'm gonna hold this. Gonna coil that sucker out, soak her, light her, and just gonna keep it moving.
Okay.
Nice.
Because as the lights start to go out around you,
Yeah, just gonna keep
the
it moving.
rotting meat smell gets stronger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Will give me a check. Give me a struggle check.
Oh, fuck.
You're also signaling the monster to kill us.
Well, I mean, we were flashing lights.
20%.
Does this count as an old school carny thing?
No.
No, I can't. Oh, boy. Okay, heart of the cards. 47. Not good enough.
Not good enough. They still take 1 point of damage, however, because I'm going to count the whip because it's on fire as being sharp. Even when you fail because you are flailing about in the darkness, you feel the whip actually hit something out there. You can't see. And just as the light goes past it, you see this gray... Let me see if I can get you a full, proper description of one of these things.
Yes,
Little
please.
Indigo.
No.
Okay.
Its body is naked and gray with slick skin that is almost moist with blood and thick lipids that drip off it constantly, leaving a smear everywhere it travels. It has no eyes or mouth, but it still eats. It's instead of fingers, it has chitinous talons 10 inches long.
Whoa, that was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, and the whip, you burn it and it moves backwards.
Okay.
And it doesn't make a noise, but it just has these...
like two slits?
Just two slits in its face that flare up, and then it's gone from sight.
Oh, work faster!
Make a roll, Shane.
Nice.
That'll do it.
That, Shane, is a critical success.
First of the night.
You slam it, you're like, holy crap, this thing still has gas in it. And the generator starts going, and the tilt-a-whirl starts going, and the music starts playing. There's totally not enough gas in this thing to keep it going for like 4 hours, but
It gives us an island of light to work.
you are in an island of light, and you can just see the creature skitter out of the light before it vanishes again.
What the hell were those?
You tell me. I didn't see anything.
Somebody want to make me a knowledge check?
I'm not that knowledgeable. I mean...
Shane, you do have the flip-flop for knowledge from your, failed film dropout. I'm not really
Like
sure
I
that'd
made
get you one.
Well, I made a lot of horror movies, looked through a lot of mythologies and stuff, finding good creatures.
Yeah, your monster movie knowledge is...
Well,
Give it a shot.
one of you guys is going to have to try.
Ooh,
27.
You did okay.
Yeah, you know what? That's you. Wait, you've heard rumors, you've heard urban legends. I mean, there's nothing concrete. You're not really a scholar of this stuff, but I mean, you're more involved with the weird than these two are. Yeah. Oh shit! Wait. What the fuck? You remember something? You like a talon or a claw or something? Like they're supposed to show up when, as Alan Smithy said, somebody said what could possibly go wrong or nothing bad could happen, which is practically like that's a Cinemancer's just dream phrase right there.
Yeah.
That opens a whole school of possibilities. You even have a spell for that.
What could possibly go wrong?
And they play with people over time. They feed on fear. But more importantly, it said that when they die, and there's something that, like they're invisible most of the time, but when they die, what remains of them, they say you can use to make an invisibility potion.
Cool.
Okay.
That's very cool. Do they have a name?
Claws.
Just claws. I like it.
I literally flipped through... When we were planning for things, I literally just flipped through the reveal book a few times and pointed at things, and they were the biggest thing that stood out to me.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That really freaky looking.
And, yeah. And that certainly fits into a lot of tropes right there.
Yeah.
And at that... You're 100% sure. You're in the middle of a... it's not a ritual to do anything. It's a ritual to gain a charge.
Pretty
You're inside
much.
of a major charge ritual.
Yep.
Alan Smithy's using you guys like batteries.
Yeah.
That's
More to the
son
point,
of
he's using a
bitch.
lot of people like batteries. This is the feel that this is a slow burn thing. He's been building this thing for a while.
And like you said, we're not the first, and we probably won't be the last.
Exactly, but that means that maybe you're not the end of the charging ritual.
We
It's
can't
probably
let
too
But
big
maybe-
of a ritual that we can't disrupt it, hey?
Yeah,
this... Oh, we can
never
totally
know.
disrupt it.
Oh,
Okay.
you might have a chance to seriously monkey wrench this motherfucker.
Which is
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what I was thinking. We can't let this son of a bitch keep this up.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping this up, I can't keep this up
Yeah.
forever.
No,
What
the
we
lights
gonna
are
do?
on. The light-
You're
he
going,
got it going. The lights
Yeah,
are on.
we get in.
He rolled a critical success.
Yeah, no, but as we move into the light, drop
Yeah.
it. What are we going to do?
Okay. We got this Jenny running. It's low on fuel, but if we keep this thing fueled up, we're good. We're good till morning.
Siphon gas from...
Siphoning gas. So we make runs. I'll keep the whip going.
Yeah.
There's going to be a plug-in in the booth. We can charge up our phones,
That's also going to eat from the Jenny as well.
of course, but it's not as much as the machine will.
Yeah.
Well, you're using your phone. He's using a camera. And unless you have the charger on you, which you probably don't.
And the truck's probably...
Of course I have the charger on me.
You do?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he films everything.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a film. He probably has an extra battery. in
But still,
his
running
film stuff.
running out of battery is something that probably happens to him a lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's going to have one way to charge it.
Like a full backpack full of charging stuff, honestly. If he's a film student.
Yeah.
Depends how loaded out he came when he came to
Yeah.
my girly shriek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great idea. We make raids to the neighboring trucks, siphon gas, and get out.
Absolutely. I'll do the first run.
Oh, well, we're going to have to do this together, unless we're going to adjust one of these floods to be a spot, but that gives us less shelter here.
Yeah.
But we could have someone like...
Although on that note, gonna just like go in. Actually, I'm gonna go into the operator booth. They got like an emergency kit in there.
Yep.
Flashlights.
Yep.
Okay, get a couple extra of those.
Perfect.
Duct tape them onto our onto a pole off of our head so it shines down.
Oh my
on
god,
us.
it's turned into a John Carpenter movie.
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
Okay, let's go to
Craven.
let's go to a truck towards the Jensen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this big flood flashlight, put it on top of the Jenny, because who knows if these things know how to use tools. I'd rather have them not fucking with that.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of light from here, but not enough.
Okay.
All right, spinning that whip.
Give me a roll.
Oh, come on. I got a 60 even. What am
Nope.
I rolling?
Struggle.
Straw. Well,
This is one of the interesting things about this system is by default almost all characters are non-combat unless you're really specifically taking a combat-based identity.
well, and yeah, I didn't know I was necessarily fighting them, just sort of protecting us more than anything.
No, but I mean that
But
is
it
part of the
effectively is, yes.
yeah. I mean you guys are lit up, which is good,
Yeah.
but at the same time, these things are touching at the edges there.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to siphon the gas, though? Was there anything in the emergency kit, like a hose or...
You can find an empty gas can.
We can find
Okay.
yeah. When we get to the truck, there's going to be that stuff at the truck.
Yeah.
But how to the truck do we get?
Yeah, that's it's a ways away. That's
I pretty hard. Do I have to roll a failure thing here?
Well, here's the thing. No. This is you only roll failure on stress checks.
Gotcha.
Now, here's the question. Are you trying to get to the truck, or are you trying to just keep the tilt-a-whirl going until morning?
Oh, no. We're going to get gas to keep the tilt-a-whirl going.
Yeah, so you're going to another ride, probably not the truck.
We're going to because the rides have trucks attached to them.
Not in this situation.
Oh,
Right?
okay. So I thought
No, they're partially set up, but I mean, they've got like generators and stuff attached to them.
Okay, well then we're going, because a lot of times it's all on one sort of flatbed. But yeah, so we're going to something with gas, be it a Jensen or a truck that's parked behind.
Yeah,
something.
I see what you mean there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about your truck.
No, not our truck. Just the next ride over is going to have gas on it somewhere.
Yes.
If the truck cab is still attached to it, if it's got a generator.
Yes.
set
Okay.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
You're siphoning it off. Notice that your camera phone, your phone
The
battery,
light's not as big.
and your camera battery, they're going down a little bit quicker than you'd expect. Almost like cinematically quickly.
Of course.
So who do you have?
Smithy.
Do you have Chuck here siphoning off the gas?
Yeah.
Do you want to take pot shots into the dark? Do you want to just try and siphon and run?
Get as much as we can and run back, although one of us will get pulled screaming into the darkness inevitably.
I'm thinking back to something we discussed earlier, but I'm not entirely sure it would work.
One way to find out.
Yeah.
What's
let's try it
your
again.
idea?
To put it simply, suppressing fire!
You literally have a spell for that.
Yeah, you had,
Mark off 3 charges.
Cool.
and then
All
shoot
right.
randomly into the darkness.
And then so long as you keep pulling the trigger, you will not run out of bullets.
That's what I'm doing.
And you
Excellent.
are attacking the darkness.
Yeah.
That's
Give me
also
a-
a cliche on a meta level.
Give me a struggle check, Shane.
Okay.
Hey, that is not good.
No.
That is not a 20, but it is not a matched failure. The great thing about suppressing fire is it works success or fail.
Nice.
It's only when you start getting extra levels. Suppressing fire is the default firearms attack for anyone who didn't take firearms training in one of their identities.
Nice.
So, yeah, Jake just pulls out his gun, turns it sideways, and starts shooting into the darkness, screaming, suppressing fire.
It's everything but the side of the barn.
And you know that the pistol that he's got, what is it? Is it an automatic or a revolver?
Probably an old revolver.
No, it's an automatic.
Okay.
Yeah. Semi-automatic, yeah.
Do you have a Colt 45? Is it like a replica old school
Or is it
Colt
like, yeah,
1911?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it only holds like 7 or 8 rounds. He's on round 20 when one of you thinks, man, he should have run out of bullets a long time ago.
Okay.
Why does he just keep shouting suppressing fire? Incidentally, the muzzle flash is creating plenty of light around you guys as well.
Nice.
When extra deaths are allowed, the clip just goes on forever.
Yeah. It's
Give me another
strobing,
roll,
but-
Shane.
Okay.
I just want to see if you managed to wing them.
13.
13.
Yep. You hear something squeal off in the darkness.
Beauty.
You're pretty sure they're not getting any closer.
Great. So get as much gas as we can and make our way back.
Give me a roll, Chuck.
Go, go, go! Urgency is... Oh,
Is this a Avatar thing? You're super
Nope.
confident, aren't you? It could also be a case
Nope.
that we think there's gas and then there isn't. I go, that's more of a critical fail.
That would be a critical fail.
Yeah.
That might even just be a matched fail.
Yeah, man, yeah.
He got a 76. He's 1 off from that matched fail. So you spill some of it though. Like you get about
little
half the gas can rather than the full gas can.
oh yeah.
We'll
just
take
because
it.
you're starting to react to this environment and
Anybody got
It's getting
matches?
muddier
Yep.
as the mist and all that.
I don't have matches. I have a burning whip.
yeah.
I'm just gonna drag that sucker through that. No, I'm not gonna. I am not gonna snap it because if you snap a fire whip, it squeezes out the fuel and it makes a sweet cloud of fire, which looks
Right.
awesome, but it won't burn as long. So I can swing it. I cannot crack it.
Okay.
But you will when the monster shows up.
Well,
This is all
obviously.
important carnival
One
advice
crack,
from the
it would
man
be
behind the one-man show. What was it? The last magic show of...
Yeah, Orson Welles' last magic show.
Yeah.
So we were running back to the Tilted World.
Yeah, you're running back to the tilt-a-whirl. Jake's waving his gun around, screaming, suppressing fire!
shooting
As
Hear
you-
something
as
get
you-
shot.
Give me one more roll, Shane.
67.
Not a matched failure.
Yep. But one off
You
again.
don't shoot any of the lights of the tilt-a-whirl. Your bullets are pinging off fucking everything else. You hear glass break somewhere.
We see the bullets flashing as they ping off things,
Yep.
which again they fucking shouldn't.
Oh yeah, no, this is absolutely like full full movie physics are at work
they
here.
definitely ricochet off a few things.
If that's, if that's the case, I could time crisis rapid fire that shit. Just
No? Well, technically this is what you're doing.
Yeah,
You are rapid firing a semi-automatic pistol. You're on like round 104 right now. Physics is beginning to weep tears.
I just thought of a really shaky cam is like an
I didn't
offensive
make the
spell.
ritual. Fucking Smithy made the ritual. He's a dick.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Long
Hashtag fuck that guy.
fires.
Hashtag burn Hollywood burn.
Hashtag fuck
Yep, no, you just keep pulling the trigger. This ritual doesn't actually state what the spell doesn't state when the effect actually ends.
Yeah, how do we actually?
He like puts
It ends when he
No,
can't do
it ends when you stop pulling the trigger, or when it's dramatically appropriate. You get into the light and you run out of bullets, and you're still going click, click, click. You get about 15 clicks off before you realize you're no longer firing anymore.
Fine.
Incidentally, your hearing is shot at this point.
Yeah.
I think we're
Hollywood, is it?
Yes.
Ah,
For
damn
him,
it.
yes.
Of
For the
course.
rest of you, the shots are a lot quieter than they should be.
Yeah, it's
making a
weird.
delightful like noise as they're going.
You've definitely got some tinnitus going on right now.
Yeah. So yeah, fill up as much of puts more into our running Jenny, and then we get back up to the.
Yep.
Okay, how much time did this take?
About 20 minutes, about 15, 20 minutes.
How much time did
damn it.
You realize he was firing that gun for a full 2 minutes straight.
Yeah, the gun's like there's like smoke coming off. Of it.
The
Yeah,
barrel
it's
is actually glowing
Yeah, we could be
red.
protected by the glow of the fucking
Well, like
gun.
the barrel's probably like bent by now. It's just,
Yeah. Gonna go
The barrel's good at
into
war.
gonna go,
Yeah.
gonna go into the host booth again.
I've seen that happen.
Gonna take out like
Yeah.
the safety manual and like the employee guide. Roll those fuckers up. Gonna make torches out of them.
But did the gas actually, like us doing that, actually add more time, or did
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
waste? Okay.
Yeah, you've added time. It's just he wants to know how much time you spent because you've
Okay.
only got so long till
Yeah.
dawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the countdown to the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, make some torches out
It
of all
is
the paper
entirely
available.
possible that Alan Smithy did not take into account that an adept might actually fall into his ritual.
Yeah, entirely possible.
Because he's a hack.
Exactly.
It's just every once in a while, Jake just bursts out, "He's a hack! He's a fucking hack!"
So what are you talking about?
What?
Oh no! It's Pathfinder and the Thunderstone all over again.
Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, make how many torches can we make out of the paper goods?
A couple torches.
Yeah, 2. I figured. Yeah. Okay, light those some bitches up. Hold on to them. Don't light them up yet. Okay, do we have another likely target for us to go get more gas from?
Let's see here. You hit up. I mean, you can see some rides that might have trucks of some sort.
Yeah, if
for
there
them,
aren't
or-
any other big rides near us, right? Like the game booths and stuff, they're just gonna plug into the local grid. It's only the big moving stuff that's gonna actually need its own power.
Yeah.
And so there was 2 on this lot.
There's the fun house.
Dibs out on going to new ride because it seems like he's going to talk again.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I am a little bit interested in the history, but you're right, he is a hack. He never quite gets it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do all of my best research on Wikipedia. RandomCarnivalFacts.com was my friend when writing this script.
He also writes his own Wikipedia.
Yeah, of course he does. Okay, we can go across the aisle, but that's going to be considerably further, right?
I think those facts look pretty good from a distance, you know?
Yeah, but the problem is he keeps breaking Wikipedia's guidelines, so he keeps having to go in under different accounts.
Yeah.
All Alan Smithy or a variation of
Yeah, Smythe Allen.
That's what it was Officer Smythe.
Yeah, he's definitely Officer
yeah.
Smythe. Now we think back. Yeah, let's let's do the fun house.
Go ahead.
Anybody else coming?
I'm good.
So you're staying here.
Oh, yeah.
You coming?
That's right, Champs. He's like, no, I'm done. I can't take it anymore.
If you're staying, we need more. We need more. We know this isn't going to last. Well, Bragg's going. Okay. He'd just like company. No company?
I'll go with him.
Oh, cool. Pass you a torch.
Cool.
Is the configuration of the funhouse different this time?
Oh, no. Isn't it? It is, isn't it?
It is.
Which configuration, though?
Yeah, which one is it?
In fact, now that you look at it, you didn't... No. Is it a... It's not even a funhouse anymore. It's a completely different building.
And it's a building?
It's a haunted house. Like
so it's a haunted house truck, of course.
Yeah, so it folds out to look like a building.
Yeah.
Is it one of those ones on rails?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God. Those are death traps.
You know, I loved these as a kid.
As you get near it, the lights come on. It seems to be that the lights come on, then slowly go down.
Yeah, the same trick again and again.
Your Five Nights at Freddy's thing's gonna happen, I guess.
And of course, the speakers crackle.
Okay.
This funhouse has a very interesting history.
Is there any chance in hell that my gun is reloaded? Or that I can reload
You did it again.
I mean, do you want to just pull the trigger and check?
Yes, I want to point it at the speaker, pull the trigger.
Give me a roll.
So I'm gonna do anything to this speaker. Just gonna ricochet and make a noise.
That is not go. What's your struggle? You need a 30.
Yeah,
under
bottom side of that. Yeah, he needs a 30.
He needs a 30. That's a 38. Nope, you miss.
Damn it!
But you do have bullets.
Cool.
Yep.
God, and that one's much louder, of course.
Yeah, that's like an actual loud sound.
Yeah. God.
That sets off your tinnitus again.
Oh, great.
Alan Smithy keeps speaking.
Okay, ignore him. Find the gas.
You missed part of the part. Many of the skeletons in this funhouse incorporate the bones of actual people.
Oh, great.
Stolen from, of all places, an Indian burial ground
Yep.
near Poughkeepsie, New York.
Making our way to...
I think there was a Dreamcast game that plays out like this.
Like what?
As he's talking, like, we're not going to wait for the lights to start going off. We're not going to let him finish. Yep. We're going for the gas.
Okay, going for the gas. Just the two of you.
Unfortunately, just the two of us.
So you're back in the dark, you're back...
We did leave him alone.
You can hear sound, you can smell rotting meat circling.
I'm ducking behind one of the spinning teacups.
I would like you to give me an isolation check. So you're going to roll against your connect.
Oh! 23.
Oh, you succeed. Yes! It's fucking freaky as hell. But you're going to mark down a harden check in your isolation.
Nice.
And you hide behind one of the teacups, and you're just like, it's going to go away eventually. We're going to be fine. It's all good. I'm going to get back to doing my job. We're going to get back to... everything's going to run again. It's going to be great. It's going to be fine.
We're going to do a good show.
As long as it's spinning, I've got all my...
I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know who I am, and that's good. I'm bad, and that's good. It's good to be bad. Or some variation. Oh my god, I sound like Jake.
Funny.
Yeah, so you seal... Which one are you sealing the gas?
I can do fire breathing and stuff, so I can provide more sort of short-term light, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a failed cinematography student check.
61, that sucks.
Okay, you do get gas. Once again, you just... you're one kind of freaking out a little bit around this whole situation. Like, it's even got you unnerved, and you're pretty hardened.
Yeah.
But also... You don't remember so well exactly how you know one of your instructors taught you once how to suck gas out of a car and get it into another car. But, it's been years.
You got a mouthful of gas.
You got a mouthful of gas, you sputter, it takes you a couple goes, and you get the can about half full again.
Okay.
Weird instructor.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, cool, watch this kid.
Okay, so then we make our way back.
I know people in film school, and they have bizarre stories.
Yeah, pretty great.
I know one guy who, one of his teachers, he said taught him something to the effect of how to bribe a New York City official, because apparently in New York, all you do is bribe people. It's just like random people walk into your shoot and then demand money.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we run back.
So you run back. will give me a struggle check.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yay.
Okay.
25 or under.
I'm delightfully safe in my teacup.
That is 1.
You got a critical hit.
I got a critical fucking hit. About damn
Hell
time.
yeah!
Will, it is at this point when I am happy to inform you what actually happens in combat when you get a critical hit.
Oh my god, yes. I light one of these fuckers on fire and it runs around shrieking.
But also adds
But
Attack.
also makes light.
Yeah.
On a success, you cause wounds. On a match success, weapon does damage like a gun. On a crit, with a melee weapon, you have 2 choices.
I love choices.
Your opponent is unconscious. Your opponent is dead.
Fuck this thing, I kill it.
Okay, so you fling the flame whip out, and it actually, you feel it. It wraps around this
I know
thing's
that
neck.
feeling. And I haul.
And you haul, and this thing just, it can't scream, but it claws at the ground, and it's going to try and claw at you.
As I pull it into the light.
Is that its obsession skill?
I hope it isn't.
94.
But it's called the claws, so presumably clawing shit is its obsession.
I don't even remember if it gets an obsession.
The claw.
La claw.
Stab you.
Wow.
Fun fact about fire whips: they're made out of Kevlar, so at least this motherfucker ain't
This
gonna
whole
cut
time, this whole time I've been thinking that these things are like Clive Barker abominations, and you guys just compared them to Toy Story.
it. That's an abomination.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Toy Story is great.
The claw, the little alien guys.
Pixar is sacred ground.
I love them. I love them. They can make abominations too. Abominations can be cool.
Yeah, and we're going to end this
but Toy
episode
Story's not
as
one of them.
you drag it into the circle of the light, as it's burning away, and its body slowly sloughs off into goop, and into 10 very pointy, like stiletto claws, which only you can see, Will. The rest of you just see it slough off into goop. And that's where this episode's going to end,
I do have a fistful of pocket throwing knives. That's rad.
where in the
Get a
darkness,
flashlight.
you can still hear things moving.
Scare.
So, let's see if they can survive the long night. The Long Night, a film by Alan Smithy. I'm Derek the Bard from Chasing the Muse, and I'm joined with my players.
Will Mitchell.
Shane Fitzgerald.
Karen Dunn.
He's a hack! A hack, I tell ya!
Finn.
Terrible Warriors. There's new episodes out every Tuesday and Thursday. Unknown Armies, a film by Alan Smithy. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the grand finale. All good things must come to an end. Will this beat curtains for Houdini? Or will they pull a rabbit out of their hat and pull off a show-stopping finale? I'd put money on the latter. On Tuesday, we continue with the 7th Sea with Game Master Will Mitchell. And if my memory is correct, it's time for a party. Adventure, romance, swashbuckling, conspiracies. Oh, this is a story about love, right? No, that's not true. It's obviously a story about Dirk. And on Thursday, alternating with Unknown Army, we're playing Kakagami High, a crazy game by Derek the Bard. The entire game is improvised on the spot. Everything is randomly rolled. It was probably the funniest experience I had had in a very long time. Kakagami High might be one of the most upbeat games we have ever played on this show, and episode 3 gets crazy. If Kakagami High is our most upbeat game we've ever played on the Terrible Warriors, then Star Wars Ashes of the Empire is clearly the darkest. Bree has brought together the most evil players we have ever assembled on this show, with Julian, AJ, and Connell as Imperial officers in a game they're calling Ashes of the Empire. And the only thing that's turning to ashes are my hopes that anyone is going to do something good in this game. Boy, they're really good at being bad guys. You can still subscribe to the Cambridge Chronicles, our spin-off podcast with Mike Dodd playing his Dungeons & Dragons game. That's It's not going anywhere. So thank you for subscribing and following along with that and letting us know what you think, and maybe we'll be doing more shows like that in the future. We have a Discord channel that you can join us at. You can find the link to it at terriblewarriors.com. And you can also, through the same site, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, support us on Patreon. You know the drill. So here's the credits. The Terrible Warriors today: Derek Burrow, Shane Fitzgerald, Cameron Dunn, and Will Mitchell. And we'll see you next time, right here in the Terrible Warriors.